You know what time it is? It's FNAF building time. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's KJ Whippy, and welcome back to another episode of building the different FNAF locations and stuff in Minecraft. Today, we're going to be making the location similar to FNAF 2 with the grand reopening of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. And of course, with Five Nights at Freddy's 2, we have a lot more animatronics to keep track of. There's a lot. Do we actually have to deal with this many in the actual game? That's right, I forgot about the puppet. Anyway, we have a lot of animatronics here that we have to make space for. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do what I've been doing with the entire rest of this series, where, you know, set up a floor scheme, set up a wall scheme, and get a layout. So I'll go ahead and do all that real quick. Give me one sec, I'll be right back. This is also your reminder, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so, because it's cool, and you'd be a cool person if you did. I mean, you already are, but you'd be even cooler. Ooh. Alrighty, so we got our layout here. Let's just go ahead and get right on to labeling what all is going to be what. So first off, of course, the red box is always the security office, and just like in FNAF 2, this security office is kind of weirdly off to the side here. I never really understood the layout of this place, but you know what? I'm not questioning it. The two green boxes that are on either side of the security office are going to be those party rooms, and then the white lines that are made of iron blocks there are actually the vents that are going to be going directly towards the office. The magenta box up in the top left is going to be the parts and service room where all the withered animatronics are. The two dark green boxes up there are going to be the bathrooms, as always. The big room on the top right there, that is going to be the main party room, with the yellow box being where the stage is, the orange box being the prize counter, the purple box being the lobby, and then that brown box is actually going to be a part of the party room, but it's going to be where that carousel and where Balloon Boy and all that are hanging out and kind of just chilling there. And then the pink box is going to be both where Mangle is and where the arcade is. So we'll kind of have that all combined in there. And I know that these are different colors than I used in the other ones. It's because I forgot what colors I used for what. So we're not going to talk about it. It's fine. So now, without further ado, let's get some stuff built up in here with those floors and the walls, and then I'll meet you after. So I don't know if I actually mentioned, but I want to use this green and blue and red checkered tile here as kind of a transitionary block to help separate different areas of the flooring, because it makes it a little bit easier, a little less tacky in the separation of these rooms here. I feel like it works. Floor, check. So I also realized that, yeah, you know, that the creator of this mod pack, they really were right. I don't know how to use these walls, because apparently the lighter walls go with these ones, which are part of FNAF 2 stuff. I didn't realize that this was even a thing. I'm just stupid and an idiot. But hey, you guys still watch my stuff, so you clearly must be smarter than I am. Alrighty, all of the walls are built up, and I wanted to go ahead and use the darker sections for some of this place, especially with the security office. I feel like in here, just that darker tone just fits so much better in here, especially since it does still have the black and white tiles going around. It fits a lot better, I think, in here. And then also, over in the arcade area, I have it like that, because the arcade, I feel like, should be a little bit darker. It's a grand reopening of Freddy Fazbear's, so it would be a little bit more up-to-date, kind of similar to how most arcades now, at least, are a bit darker inside them. So it would be a little bit dark inside here, and then of course this would be Mangle's corner here, and Mangle's creepy, so why not have Mangle in the darker room? So now that we have all of these walls up, it is time, as usual, to get all the rooms decorated up, and this time I'm actually going to start off with the security office. Here we have the main office of the security guard. Now this is, honestly, I'm really happy with this. I think this came out really well. It looks a lot like the original, where it's kind of cluttered. It's got a bunch of different stuff hanging from the ceiling and the walls, and it of course has these kind of striped pattern up above the door with the signs on it saying, uh-oh, there's things coming. I do have some extra things up as well, as like the papers and all that stuff. There's some of those shown in the actual office there. And most importantly, we have the vents here off to the sides, which you can turn on the lights and scare away whatever's there. I also have added this, which you may recognize from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. It's actually a flashlight recharge station, and that is because this flashlight here can actually light up the area wherever you go. It's got its own like dynamic lighting to it, which is really cool. So you know, it can be kind of an aspect of the actual Five Nights at Freddy's 2 game where you can actually use your flashlight to scare things off. I don't know if that actually works against the actual animatronics, but it's a thing, and then you can just charge it. Let it charge. It's still charging. Oop, I picked it up. Oh, it ate my flashlight. Well, that's rude. Alright, so we have these party rooms also set up now with their decorations, party hats, tables, chairs, all that stuff. Pretty simple stuff, but it's feeling alive. It's feeling pretty alive in here, and I think that works pretty well. You also notice that we have the vent openings here as well for the animatronics to crawl through, although I don't think they actually can. That'll be something to test out, I guess, in another time. Of course, we also have our parts and service room, which is honestly very simplistic. Not too much going on in here other than all the wires, all of the, of course, broken down animatronics. I did put Golden Freddy in here, although he's not technically in this room in the actual game, but that's neither here nor there, I guess. We also have here a desk for the technician to work. I always wondered why there was this weird, like, kind of curve here in the corner, so I decided to make use of that and put the technician's desk right here, similar to what I had in the other Freddy Fazbear's Pizza that I made. So that's gonna go right here, and I think that works pretty well. So that's another room checked off our list. We also have the bathrooms here, which are a little bit less cramped than I feel like the first ones were, for the sole reason that I'm using wall blocks here, and there are spaces in between the doors in this, but that is kind of representative of what real life bathroom stalls are like. So honestly, I feel like it fits. I feel like it works. I don't know. I think it's nice. We also have here our mirror technique from the first location as well, with some sinks and stuff to do stuff. Someone did suggest getting the immersive portals mod for this, and I don't think that's a bad idea. However, I don't know how any of that works, and I'm frankly too afraid to figure it out. Alright, we have our arcade here set up. Nothing too fancy, of course. We wanted to leave room for the Mangle area as well, which she's kind of creepy looking. Not gonna lie. I don't like that. But yeah, we have the arcade machines here looking real nice and fancy over here. We got a couple claw machines as well. Yeah, nothing too fancy going on in here. Kind of simplistic, and it fits the vibe. So, on to the next. So I just realized I missed a very important thing, the kitchen. There's actually no kitchen location in the actual game, so I went ahead and added this into this area by the stage up here. So, you know, people can come out, here, like the, you know, waiters and stuff. Waiters? Do they have waiters at these kinds of places? I guess they have people who bring out food. Whatever, the people who bring out the food, they can come out through there. We got a pretty simplistic kitchen in here, nothing too fancy as per usual with these, although I have a Freddy poster in here now, that's pretty fun. But yeah, nothing super different from the other kitchens that I've made in this series. I think I like this one the most though, because it feels like it actually has, you know, the most efficient layout. You know, there's all the stoves, there's all the you know, the cold storage, the fridges, then all the dishes storage, and then the dishwashing area as well. So I think that works pretty well here. And then of course in the cold storage, nothing too much going on in here. Nothing going on at all. All right, we have the prize counter done here as well. And this one, honestly, I think is probably one of my favorite prize counters as well. It feels like it has a lot more space for there to be, you know, a worker in here who can go back and grab things that need to be given to customers. And there's also the music box here, which has the puppet inside it. Couldn't really figure out a way to efficiently get them in there, so that is literally the best I can do. But it works, it looks good, I like it. There's also the presents and stuff strewn about everywhere, kind of just further reinforcing the gift-giving nature of this area. The gift giving. Ha! Also, don't mind the particles that are coming off me. I totally didn't have to murder this thing like 7 times. And so we have our main party room done as well. We got plenty of seating here for not just party goers, but also for regular diners as well. We have the quote-unquote carousel over here. It's kinda wonky, but hey, it's got a cool little awning on the top. It's nice, right? We also got a little ball pit here. We have the different streamers and stars and stuff hanging from the ceiling, and of course the main attractions themselves, the toy animatronics. Pretty interesting stuff here, pretty exciting. We got a bunch of posters and all that up as well, and this is a relatively cleaner room in terms of the walls, so I don't want to have any drawings or stuff strewn up really about in here. But yeah, and of course we have Balloon Boy as well, but we don't talk about him. And of course, a very simple lobby here with some seating for waiting parties, of course the host desk, and a bunch of big plants that I feel like are just really nice. I really like putting these in. I don't know why, but they're nice. And of course some posters as well, kind of advertising what's going on here. And I forgot something. There we go. That's better. With that, all of our rooms are completed, and it is now time for us to once again design an exterior for this build, and I think I have an idea of what I'm gonna do. Here we are with the brand new Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, now reopening with brand new animatronics. Now, we're not going to talk about how this exterior doesn't wrap around the entire rest of it, because I just don't want to talk about it. But as you can see, we have a pretty simplistic design on the outside here. We do have some more banner letters here, which I think are just a consistent thing that are kind of expected here. I also wanted to include some posters as well, because I feel like, you know, that would have a lot of advertising on the outside of, hey, look what's in here, look, we got stuff, look, we got things. So I feel like that fits pretty well. I also like how these awnings here sit directly below this pattern along these bricks, so I feel like that was a perfect decision there. But yeah, just simple things like that, and of course it does have the brick style, and then the more tan kind of main coloring, similar to the other pizzeria that I made, but it's a little bit better, a little bit smoother. And then if we head on inside here, like I showed before, we have the lobby here, which has some pretty simplistic design as well, just some seating and a host desk for getting everyone's reservations and all that stuff ready. And then of course inside here we have the main party room, which is complete with seating and animatronics and decorations all over the place. I'm having a stroke, don't mind me. We have the prize counter with all sorts of different things that you can win and take home and cherish forever. We have the puppet who is holding a gift ready to give gifts and give life. And also to scare the crap out of you when you forget to rewind the music box. We have over here Balloon Boy's little corner where he's got the carousel and the ball pit and all kinds of stuff over here where he can laugh his days away. We also have Mangle's corner over here inside the arcade area where children unfortunately come along and absolutely destroy her. But yeah, I don't think she minds. And speaking of the arcade, we have a bunch of machines over here with some of the different drawings and stuff as well above that. This is kind of the kids' personal corner here, which is pretty cool. We also have the kitchen, which is complete with ovens, fridges, dishwashing sinks, and a Freddy poster, of course. And the cold storage as well, which has, like I said before, absolutely nothing in here. Of course, if we go down this hallway here, we'll come across the bathrooms, which are nicely made with some metal stalls, toilets, toilet paper, all that stuff, and some sinks and all that. Nothing too fancy, nothing too special. Inside this room here, we have the backroom parts and service, where the technician works on all of the old animatronics, or takes them apart for parts to use for the new ones. Either or, however you want to interpret it. And of course, down this hallway, we have all of the different party rooms, which have all sorts of different decorations and party setups for individuals to have their own spaces in case they don't want to be out in the main crowds. And then of course, the main office where we can chill out and make sure that we protect the place by night. I'm pretty happy with this. I really like how this came out, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you want to use any of the mods that I've used, there is a link in the description to the CurseForge pack. Like I mentioned in the comments of another one of these videos, I know that CurseForge has been having a lot of issues with malware and stuff like that, but the pack that I have used here is completely safe, 100%. I have double, triple, quadruple checked it. Everything in that pack is completely safe. So feel free to use that, and if something bad happens, I didn't do it. And I also wanted to quick note, a lot of people mentioned that in the Fredbear video, I didn't actually have any cameras set up, and this is true, and it's because I didn't feel like I wanted to set up any cameras in that. Similar here, I didn't want to set up any cameras in this just because I felt like it was kind of I didn't want to set them up because I just honestly didn't feel like it. But if you wanted to, there is a way you can do that. You simply just need to find the cameras and the camera monitor. You can place a camera, let's say you want to place a camera right here. You can place it and then you use the monitor on it, and then you can use that. Look at it. Hello. Hi. But I didn't want to do that in this one just because I didn't honestly feel like it. I feel like this place is fine just the way it is. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like. And if you really enjoyed, consider subscribing. You guys have been absolutely wild with the subscribing lately, and I'm honestly very grateful for each and every one of you that has stopped by. Please consider checking out some of my other content that is on my channel here. I don't just do Minecraft, I do a whole bunch of things, so please go check that out. Also, if you want to see more of this, please let me know down in the comments what you would like to see next. So far, the plan is to do the Fazbear Frights location next, as I'm kind of just going in order of the storylines locations, but let me know what you want to see in the comments, and other than that, I hope you guys stay safe. I love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!